I've stitched all the way along here then, so that it's just like that, nice and flat, like so. But when I get to this corner, I want to make this square go round here, along these 2 squares of the bottom of the feet. So come on, let's do that together. Okay, so I'm doing this through the camera. I'll try and do it so that you can see what I'm doing. It's a little bit awkward, but we'll see how we get on. Okay then, so I'm coming up to this corner here, which is 1, 2, 3 squares all coming together, which has never happened before because we have been working in 2 dimensions, but now we're about to go to 3. And just do our tight stitches all the way to the corner. Okay, so when I get to the corner, I'm going to do 2 or 3 stitches in place just to make sure that those are really well anchored. And then I'm going to fold that square. The paper folds at an angle like that, so that then when I'm sewing this together, that's out of the way. I can give myself 2 or 3 stitches on this corner here, to anchor that so there won't be a hole in the finished piece, and then I'm just going to carry on and sew to the other side. And then when you open this up, it's actually going around the corner. But for now, I'm going to keep that folded so that it's nice and flat to work on. Okay, and we'll come back when I get to this corner and we'll do another corner so that you can see what I'm doing. I've just whizzed along these 2 squares here, which is the bottom of the legs, and then I'm going to turn this corner again in 3D. Same kind of thing. I'm just going to fold. Just a minute, let me get my needle tangled up with my microphone lead. Just a minute, there we go. So I'm going to fold this one down here now. It's tricky, but you just all you have to think about is you're lining the next square up with the next square. Okay, so this time I'm going to fold that one at an angle so that these pieces now line up beautifully, and I can stitch those, and then I'll do the same. Well, we'll do that and I'll come back. I'll just stitch that one. It gets a bit harder to hold when it's a bit bigger. Okay, just line these 2 up, fold that one out of the way. And now I'm going to stitch a couple of stitches in this corner here. And then just making sure that this is nicely lined up. I should really be using a darker blue thread when I get to these ones, but at least we can see it. I'm using a grey, which tones in nicely with the rest of the dog, but not when I come to one of these dark blue squares. Stitched all the way down there now. So that's the bottom of the foot. Let's look at it from the inside, because this will be the right side, won't it? So this is the gusset then, down from the tail, down the bottom of the foot, and then up the side of the foot, And the next thing I need to do now is sew these 3 here along the bottom of the dog there. And so from now on, just being very, very careful that these line up. That's how you turn a corner. I'm going to carry on now and do the whole of one side of the dog, and I'll come back to you when I've done that. Okay then, so I've sewn both sides onto the gusset. Now, it gets a little bit tricky when you're going round these ears and the tail here, but eventually you just go on and sew the whole lot together, being very careful when you get to bits like this, that you do lots of over sewing, because this is where the holes will appear if you're going to get any. It's where you're meeting up with quite a lot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares coming together there. So you give that a little bit of an over sew at all these sort of junctions here. Okay, and then very, very important to remember to leave a space open so that we can turn the thing inside out and stuff it, and that'll be part 4. So for now, this is part 3. I'm going to get on and do the next part now and record that for us all to so that we can progress on to the next part. Okay then, so I hope you're enjoying doing the dog. I am. I've watched a fair few bits of films and the things that I like on the computer while I've been doing this, and I'm going to get on and do the next stage now. Okay, so see ya in part 4. Thanks for watching.